All right, mic check, mic check. Looking good. I see pasty white guy moving around, and I got Grimdawn. All right, we have everything. I always hate fading this song out. I love it. I really do. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Muckluck Streams with your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host Muckluck. We're going to be diving right back into our hardcore character that we got to 87 yesterday. Still have not died yet. Trying to see if we can go all the way in a single character. Let's My frustration with having not gotten the recipe for Mistborn Talisman came to a head today, and I finally googled, like, what guys drop this thing. And there's, like, actually only 2 trolls in the game that drop it, and it's a really high drop chance, but apparently I've just had bad luck. I guess I can keep that, I guess. So I might be, once I get to them on ultimate mode, if I'm not dead, I might stay near them and farm them for a bit, just to get that recipe so I can get a better relic. Hey, Tim Allen's career. I haven't seen you in a while. You with a memorable name. Mr. Skaith, did you find that one shot yet? One shot? Not much, man. I'm just happy it's the weekend, happy to be here. Outskirts. The one-shot chest? Oh, I don't know. Isn't there a bunch of one-shot chests in the game? Like every ultimate chest is a one-shot one by definition, isn't it? Gotta get back in the habit of this before I get killed. I'm trying to remember which buttons I was clicking. The one shot for each character. You're making it sound like some really important thing? I feel like no. I know there's a bunch of chests that are you can only open once per difficulty. I thought that's what you were talking about. Hey, Hurry-chan, how's it going? Good to see you again. Man, you guys are awesome. Usually when I start the stream early, it's dead quiet here for a while because people just aren't used to me being around at those times. And our crab spirit just died again. We really need to replace that relic. Glad Connecticut is cooling down. Man, I stay indoors as often as I am able, so... As I'm a true nerd. Someone's like, oh man, it's pouring rain. And I'm like, what a lovely day. Ooh, this guy's level 91. Those things are actually beefy enough that if I don't kill the healers first, they are not dropping. I can't just blast through them. I was playing Titan's Quest for a few hours today, which is Grim Dawn's predecessor. It's pretty fun, but there's a lot of features they added in Grim Dawn, like the ability to directly control the pets that are not in Titan's Quest, that I miss greatly when I'm playing that game. Yeah, I took my kid to the pool today, which is like in the neighborhood. That's like the most outdoorsy I really get these days. There's only one sport I've ever really been good at in my life, and that was snowboarding. And that I live in Georgia, so snowboarding is like a expensive trip once a year, maybe. And arguably, I was only good at that sport because it was more about balance than muscles. Ankle muscles. Got them ripped ankles. Saw Elemental Storm just hitting 9. It's getting up there. Ah, getting a Discord message. I assume you mean... Oh! Whoa, gosh. Those aren't even bosses. These guys are so fat, they had me stuck. Do you mean on snow skates, like the little mini skis? If that's what you mean, I have not tried that. I never even skied. Oh my gosh, there's so many healers here. This is really dumb. Alright. The heals from mobs in this game, it's basically like just full heal. Like, it's not, you know, a number. It's just like, full heal that guy. So if there's a boss and a healer nearby, it's hell. Oh, skateboarding. I have not. I was interested in trying it when I was growing up, and my parents were very, very against that idea while I was growing up, so I never tried it. So the first time I ever stood on, you know, a board, be it a skateboard, a snowboard, or a surfboard, anything like that, was snowboarding class 101. And I can't do any crazy tricks on it, like, you know, jumps or 360s or, you know, any... I can go over a rail, but nothing insane on it. But I can tear down any run, pretty much. Mark of Dreeg. That's our first rare crafting component for the night. I was looking at some of the other classes in Grim Dawn, like their actual talent tree. Yesterday I was talking about if this character died, the next thing I would try is a Shaman Necromancer. And someone was saying try Shaman Nightblade, because Nightblade had the Summon Blade Spirit, and I looked at that today, but the Blade Spirit actually scales with player damage bonuses, not pet damage bonuses. So it's a pet that scales with player damage, so I don't think that would work. Wow, that guy's got a lot of help. Oh my gosh, there's so many layers of poison. The Briarthorn's just rolling in it because he's like healed by poison. Rolling blood. Don't blame them. Broke a clavicle. My parents weren't too keen on the idea anymore. I've never broken a bone, but I've busted my chin, the flesh on my chin open 2 times. I don't know if you can see it on there. I've got like crisscrossing scars on the bottom of my chin. One from when I was like 6 years old. I was trying to do something stupid and I ran my bike with training wheels still at very high speed into like a metal railing, and I went flying over the handlebars and busted my chin on the rail. And the second time was like, I don't know, 10 or 12 maybe. I got double bounced on a trampoline and I came down on my jaw on the rim of it and busted open another line there. So I've got this like X on my chin that I don't have to shave because the hair doesn't grow there. Alright. Oh, we got a bunch of Grobles. The worst injury I've ever had, I think, is I sprained my ankle. Which was because I got double bounced on a trampoline a different time. There's a theme here. Ooh, 2 bosses. Ancient armor plate. Second rare crafting map for the night. Anything in here? Does not look like it. I say we had an awesome stream yesterday. I met a lot of new people who joined the Muckas because we don't have a better name yet. But I ended up staying way later than I normally do, just because of how bumping it was in here. Oh, on that note, special thanks to Goliathus85, who gave me a follow right after the stream ended last night, so I didn't get to call it out. So Goliathus, if you're out there, I did notice. I do appreciate you. I thank you. 50 mug bucks for you. Every time I take my hand off the keyboard to do finger guns, no matter how brief, I'm scared that something's gonna kill me, and I would have lived if my hand was on the potion key. That hardcore paranoia. What was it? Someone said last night, hardcore gives your glutes a workout because you're clenching so hard all the time. Inquisitor's global toxic effigy of scavenging. Yeah, at the age I wanted to first try skateboarding, Tim, I was living in Georgia at the time, which is like, there's so many trees that a lot of the turns in our neighborhoods were just like blind turns. You had to drive slowly because you could very easily hit someone around the corner. And there was lots of just, you know, very severe hills. And they were like, no, if you try skateboarding, you're going to die. So that was why I never got to try it. And when I was old enough to just choose for myself, I just didn't care anymore. Aha, I knew you were here somewhere, Ulgrim. Arcanist global toxic effigy of decay. Do I dare do East Marsh now? What level is East Marsh? East Marsh has one of the trolls that can drop the thing I need. It's 89. I could do it now. Usually you come back here way later in the game. Oh, mutagenic Ecker. Yeah, there's a troll king in the East Marsh, and he's one of the 2 mobs that can drop the Mistborn Talisman recipe. I think he's down this way. Rovos? Is that him? Hold on, I've got the wiki still open here. Balagor the Swamp King in East Marsh. Nope, it's not Rovos. Okay. Nice. Like, I was pretty much CC'd the whole time. It's a good thing. Ration? Ration? Vicious Jawbone. Oh my gosh! JJ, hey Callie, thank you for the resub, my friend. Man, I need to buckle down and make those badges or hire an artist to do so, because now it's possible for people to have a 3-month badge, and I don't have one prepared because I'm a bad streamer. What is your pet on key 8 that is from your gear? That is this crab thing right here, and it's from the Hysteria relic. I've been using it since level 25 because of my lack of hardcore recipes. It dies a lot, but it freezes everything around it constantly, David. It's like, picture like a mage in World of Warcraft using Frost Nova. It's like that, just repeatedly. So it's worth recasting, even though it dies a lot. But there are much better relics, and I've just been using this one because I can't make the better ones yet. But it's only level 25 required relic, so it's on summoners, it's often the first one that I use. I swear I thought this... Oh my gosh, this level is large. Look at that. Just trying to figure out where Balagor the Swamp King is so that I can farm him for the Mistborn Talisman, which is a prerequisite to make either Savage or Ancestor relics. So how's it going, Callie? Are you still playing Monster Hunter? That's what you were doing last I spoke with you. Spending 45 minutes riding around on giant lizards. That's all I know about the game. Really, really long fights. Oh, 93. This guy's 6 levels up on me. Hang on. Had a snack right before I started streaming. I've got like something stuck in my throat. Ugh. Ooh. Die, Grubble. Not that long anymore since I'm pretty geared up. Waiting on Grim Dawn new expansion, so it'll be out around later this year. Oh, really? We have been discussing in here the last 2 nights, like, when it's going to be out, because none of us knew that they had released any information on a date. I thought it was going to be like another year. I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised if that's the case. I'm honestly not crazy interested in the new class. Basically all its moves reminded me of a tanking paladin in WoW. Like Consecrate and throwing the shield and stuff like that. This thing's 7 levels higher than me. But I'm interested in taking one of my characters through all the new lands and stuff like that. That part I'm looking forward to. Oh, God. Come on, pet. Okay, the pet just taunted. Pet just taunted.
Ajax is here, thonkers.
Hi, Ajax. We got the chat bot working again. Mythical Codex of Malagosta. Didn't even have to look over to know that Ajax was here today. Shield bounce with explosions, yeah. So, I mean, it looks cool. Oh, look at this. I can't do this shrine because I don't have Mistborn Talisman, which is the reason I'm in this zone, is trying to get the Mistborn Talisman recipe. Oh, that's such a slap in the face. Here's something you can't do. Still looking for the Troll Swamp King, which is somewhere in the zone. One of 2 trolls in the game that apparently drops the Mistborn Talisman recipe. I've never had to farm for this recipe before. It's always just happened to drop for me on previous tunes. Of course, to be fair, if it drops for you one time, your softcore people have it forever. So I guess maybe I just got lucky that one time ages ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Time I don't spam. What was the thing you did yesterday? Like bomb to bang diggy G or something like that? Yeah, I think the bot was down for 2 days. It was like Monday, we didn't realize. Tuesday, we realized in the middle of the stream, and I fixed it Tuesday night. Because it came unregistered or whatever. Let's see, it needs to be more RPGs party elements like Dungeon Siege. I would love that. I would love that. Are you going to play the Arbalians game? Kind of want to see how you play the games now since you are streaming. I love the Arbalians. I never beat the last level on normal mode. So basically the Arbalians, in the like 30 times I've played that game, I've won 3 maps. Because, you know, I beat the first map and the second map and the third map one time each to get to the 4th map, and I've never beaten the 4th map. It is an absolute blast. I'm not sure how popular I'd be on Twitch streaming that, because there are people that are like, you know, doing it on 500% difficulty, and I'm trying to beat it on normal mode. Also, it's an RTS, Callie. And I've only ever streamed RPGs, so I'm not sure how much my audience would be interested in that. So, that might be something I end up just playing on my own time. And today I was playing a lot of Titan's Quest. I went from like, oh, I want to stream this after Grim Dawn to maybe I'll stream this after Grim Dawn. Because it's basically, it's the game that this company made before they made Grim Dawn. Like, it's like in Greece, you're fighting gods, you know, Sparta and all that stuff. The men don't have pants on. But you're going around and you pick 2 classes, just like in Grim Dawn, but there's just certain things, like there's no pet control key like this. There's, you can't shift-click items to put them in the bank. You gotta drag them over one at a time. Just a lot of little quality of life things. You can tell Grim Dawn was the second game. It is fun. If you like Grim Dawn, you would like Titan's Quest. There's like I was just saying though, there is a few quality of life things that makes Grim Dawn a little easier on you, because Grim Dawn came out years later, you know, it was their second game. But it's got the whole system where you pick 2 classes, you've got a talent tree that you go from one side to the other, all that stuff, but it's in an entirely different world, so you get to kind of enjoy the gameplay all over again. If it's on sale for just a few bucks, I would pick it up if you like this. There's a few things in that game that people told me on stream that really helped me out, like tapping the A key picks up all the gold and potions around you. In Grim Dawn, they made it automatic. You just walk over them and it picks them up. In that game, you tap A. In the options, like in the menu options of Titan Quest, you can turn up the game speed, so if you feel like it's too slow for you, you can just crank it higher. I actually cranked it too high, and like the level 1 newbie mobs were like running circles around me, and I couldn't hit them at all, and I had to turn it back down a little until I got some pets. So I had high-speed AI versus high-speed AI. But my current quest... oh, wait, is this him? Ah, that's him! Balagor the Swamp King. This is who we're looking for. Where are we? Oh, I was really close when I first came in. Oh my gosh. Ow, 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 ow. Damn. No recipe. Okay, now I know where he's at, though. So, portal, over, and down there. So I can pseudo-farm this now. Alright, let's head back. I will say, if you go to the Twitch thing, and you search for like a game and you search for Titan's Quest, there's usually like between 0 and 2 people streaming it. So I was thinking, like, and you guys tell me, like, is this allowed? Like, if I was streaming Titan's Quest, but I had my game on Twitch set as Grim Dawn, and I had the title set as something like, would a Grim Dawn player enjoy Titan's Quest? Like, something like that. Is that allowed? Or is that not allowed for some reason? Is that false advertising or something? That was a thought I had, but I was afraid to try it without talking to some people. Mr. Skate says yes. Hopefully his word is law. Because, like, Grim Dawn has, like... I don't remember the exact numbers. I hope I have the decimal point correctly. I think Grim Dawn has, like, 80,000 people that like the Grim Dawn page. It's very similar to Divinity Original Sin 2. Titan's Quest has, like, 5K. So, like, no one is going to find me there. So that's why I thought about that. Yes, David, I saw earlier I mentioned there's 2 trolls that can drop it. That's the other one. But this one, I think, is a lot closer to the waypoint. I mean, I could just go back to, you know, normal mode and farm it, but I just didn't want to. I want to get XP at the same time. Ooh, what is this? Mythical Dawn God Gauntlets. Alright. We got some basements here. A lot of people do. I've had, so the history of the games that I've played since I started streaming. I started in May, and the first game I played was Divinity Original Sin 2. And I went through that, and then after that I did a second playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2, but both playthroughs were hardcore, and I died on the second one like 80% of the way through. So it was hardcore, so that was it. That was game over. I did Subnautica, but that only took 4 streams to finish. I did Ori and the Blind Forest, but that only did 3 streams to finish. I did, I've done some Dark Souls on some Saturdays and Sundays, just on and off. I've done Dark Souls 3. And Grim Dawn. Is that it? Oh, and WoW. I did WoW. And then Divinity Original Sin 2's Definitive Edition when it came out. So I've gotten people that have kind of joined up on the Muckluck train during each of those things. But the main thing that they all had in common is they were RPGs. I tried to stick to at least one genre. Polish Emerald. A couple greens. And I'm definitely not burnt out on Grim Dawn right now, but I've never been the kind of person that would play the same game for years and years and years and years, you know? So I'm sure at some point I'm going to be burnt out and I'd want to play something else, and I was thinking about having Titan's Quest be that the backup game for a time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll say this, for a game that was made in 2006 and then slightly overhauled in 2017, Titan's Quest has very nice graphics. Like, it holds up really well. But maybe that's just the 2017 part talking, I don't know. Yeah, talking about Subnautica, that's where the Bone Zone thing came from. So in Subnautica, the levels are called like the Tropical Zone, the Shallow Reef Zone, stuff like that. And I was playing it on a Saturday, and I had my 6-year-old son in my lap, and he's giving some commentary, and we get to this like underwater cavern with dead leviathans in it, just massive skeleton structures, like ribs the size of buildings sticking up into the air. And my son, he goes, "Oh, Daddy, let's call this one the Bone Zone." And of course, chat just lost their minds laughing, and that led to the guy who sent me the well-known shirt from the GIF. On the back, it says #Bone Zone. So that's from the Subnautica days on this channel. Level 92, Bilewort. Sleep Fur, Chip Claw, Chip Claw. Two basements connected together. I don't want my basement connected to a neighbor's house. They might come home drunk one day and want to do something fishy in my basement. No thank you. 88! A new muck record. Alright, Bonds of Bismail's maxed, which I'm not even sure if I want. That's just where I've been sinking points. Oh, Aspect of the Guardian gives physical resistance. I didn't realize that. I could have gotten like another 10% physical resistance from that, combined with the 15 or so, 16 I've got there, and the 32% life. Okay, I'm gonna start dumping points in Aspect of the Guardian. On previous characters, Aspect of the Guardian was very important because I needed the poison resist and acid resist for the salads and Malmuth. But this guy I didn't, and I didn't realize that it gave physical resistance as well. Ooh, spell woven threads. Hot dog. Got a lot of health, but Primy's tearing him down. Roiling Blood, Exalted Vambraces. Now I can't go northeast or northwest. I know northwest has the fabric I need for that quest where we gotta get 3 fabric. So I'm just gonna go that way for that reason. Is there a game that you wouldn't ever stream? Or are RPGs what you choose to stream? I mean, as far as a game I wouldn't ever stream, I mean, probably some hentai game. I would never stream a sex game because I'd get banned. I'm going to try to rephrase your question how I think you meant it. Is there a game that I mean, one, I'm only going to stream a game I enjoy playing, and that I think would also do well on Twitch. The reason I stick to RPGs is not because RPGs is the only kind of game I love. It's because I am still a very young streamer, and I am afraid of bouncing around too much is going to make me lose people. Does that make sense? That's kind of the thing. It's kind of out of fear. Like, I don't want to stream like an RPG one day and then an FPS the next day and then an RTS the next day, and just people like, I can't keep up with this guy. So I try to stick to at least one genre when I'm on air while I'm building people up. If I get a lot of people that just, like, if I feel like I've got a massive following that just is watching for me and not for the gameplay, then maybe I would just start streaming whatever the heck I fancy. But I'm not there yet, and that's fine. I just started in May. Danjum7, thank you for the follow. We were just talking about followers. I truly appreciate it. I'm glad you're having enough fun that you hit that button. Thank you. 50 $bucks for you. So, like, earlier Callie was asking about would I stream They Are Billions. They Are Billions is a real-time strategy game. On the off chance anyone here is not familiar with that term, you're looking top-down, you build up a base and units and armies and stuff. You're controlling lots of units. And They Are Billions has, like, in a map, it handles a stunning number of units. Like, you fail on a map, and it's like you successfully killed 47,000 zombies before you died. Like, a staggering number of units fits on the maps in Billions. Join the streamer at Super Show. Thanks, Dan Jeff. That's what I'm going for. But They Are Billions is like, it is not anything like any other game I have streamed so far. So I would be afraid of like driving away the audience that I've built so far if I suddenly started streaming that without, you know, easing into it somehow. And I mean, I could just be like, I'm a variety streamer. And I'm not picking on those people, I can't keep up with those people. That's all I mean. Alright, I think we got 2 fabric, we just need 1 more. There we go. Okay. We still gotta save the apprentice, which is, I think, over here a little bit. The apprentice is always in the same location. Hell, for a while, I considered trying out streaming mobile games, like on an iPad type thing. There are people, like, just on the off chance that you guys have never even looked into that, there are some people that do that. You can go to the Twitch page and you can search for Clash of Clans and it has a section. The main reason when I was trying to decide on what game to stream that I didn't do that, this is going to sound conceited, but I swear that there's a reason at the end of this. I am so high ranked in Clash of Clans that sometimes when I hit find battle, I have to wait like 5 minutes to an hour to find a match. So it just sits there like, you know, spinning, like or an hourglass as you might think of it. And no one wants to watch that. You know, you're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I would have to tank my own score in that game to be able to get non-stop action for people to watch. So that's actually the reason that I chose to try different games. Oh my gosh. Get me out of here. I had 2 bosses pin me in the corner there. Alright, 1 down. 2 down. That was a little scary. Alright, stone treasure chest. What you got? You got a lot of stuff. That's weird, I just used Prime Sub and it didn't show up. What? Callie used a Prime Sub 27 minutes ago and it gave us the big alert. Maybe it's just delayed. Maybe Amazon is lagging. But if you did and you're not yanking my chain, Kemmer, I do thank you. Kemmer is borderline my sponsor. He is one of the biggest supporters of this stream. So I am happy to call him out. The monitor I am playing on right now is one that he sent me. Scavenge plate. Are you talking to me or to the person who subbed, Calorant? Or JJK, as the peasants know you? Because I've got nothing to refresh over there. Celador. Okay. Gotcha. You know, I was looking at the Steam achievements that I don't have for this game, and one of them was to beat the Krieg, the boss in the next area, before hitting level 10. And in my 500 hours in this game, I think I've always been level 20 when I got to Krieg. Like, you basically have to sprint toward him and skip, like, so much. And I was like, I don't know if I ever want to do that. That sounds like a Saturday and an ordeal. Turtle Shell rank 24. Turtle Shell I had before we even started the campaign because of getting it in Crucible before we started. Alright, we just got the Apprentice. Oh, is this our 2-month anniversary? Tear to my eye. Hey! Oh my god. He wrote, "I love you, Daddy," next to the note. Thanks, man. I appreciate your continued support. Truly. I had one guy, I'm assuming genders again. 2018, I can't do that. I had one thing, come into the stream yesterday. Who was it? I can scroll down a little bit. Lucas Scale. Lucas Scale came into the stream and subscribed to me with Amazon Prime, and I had never met this person. I was like, oh, thank you so much, that's awesome. And you know, it feels good in a slightly different way when someone subscribes that didn't even know you a second ago, because they like what you're bringing to the table that much that they just did that. You know, they didn't do it because they felt like they owed you or anything. And they did that, and I was like thanking them, and then they followed, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you're the first person since I started streaming that subscribed and then realized they hadn't followed and then followed. What the hell is that purple? You guys say that? Leviathan? Where'd it go? Well, that's a thing. I guess I got that yesterday and I didn't realize. Leviathan! Here we go. Plus 400% to trauma damage, cold damage, frostburn damage, and physical damage? What the hell? Plus 2 to all skills in Soldier. 100% of cold damage is converted to physical from Amastera's Blade Burst. Great Tide. Granted by item, unleash a Great Tide to scatter your foes, just as the Great Leviathan parts the waters with every move. Does 4,000 physical, 3,000 cold, and a 33% chance to freeze them solid, and 200% of your main hand damage. Oh my god! You can make a whole build around that item. It requires level 94 to start using it. That is insane. I town portaled because I want to get this in the stash so that if I die I don't lose it. Along with the other epics I'm hauling around. I do. Oh yeah, I can turn on the fabric real quick. That's a hop and a skip. Here we go. Alright. Oh, bloody heck. I'm in the wrong tab here. Alright, I need to sell before I do this because I'm making mistakes. Alright, get rid of the green fluff in here. Da-da-da-da. 75. Oh, that's no. We have to keep our current offhand. Our build is very centered around the Conjure Primal Spirit, and my offhand adds 5 seconds to his duration, which makes it almost 100% uptime. So that is non-negotiable. Let's see. No. Plus 3 to Will of the Crypt. There's some Necro stuff there. Two-hander, don't even need to read. Get that two-hander out of here. I feel like nothing is going to replace Touch of Command until I get, like, Mythical Touch of Command. Just, like, the higher level version of it. Then we'll talk. It's just so good. A crossbow with pet damage and plus 4? I've never seen plus 4 to a single skill on an item. I mean, the rest of this thing is garbage, so I'm not going to use it, but I did not know that was possible in this game. You do not have a misprint. Yeah, so this is my first hardcore character. Hey, Scorpion Tail, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. This is my first hardcore character, so the recipes I have at the blacksmith are almost none. So to make I've gotten a couple of decent relic recipes, but they require other relics to make them that I don't have those recipes. One of them, the one giving me the trouble right now, is Mistborn Talisman. So that's why I was taking extra detours to try to get it. Okay, well, let's put the mats away and then go back to business. Taking care of business every day. Yep. By the way, Titan Quest has the same kind of reagents. I loved it. When I saw that they even had that in their first game, I was like, nice! Alright. How far are you in the map? I am on ultimate difficulty, and I am up here near Krieg, like near the end of Act 1, as people refer to it. Let's talk to Bourbon. We finished hardcore. Oh, Elemental Storm rank 10. We finished hardcore elite mode yesterday. Return to Hammond in Devil's Crossing. I had a lot of quests to turn in. And The Apprentice. You're welcome. Nice. Wow, that really cleaned up the quest log. Yeah, my softcore character has hundreds of recipes. Because this was my first hardcore tune, I have almost none. So right now I'm using the Freezing Crab, which is a level 25 relic, because I can't make the better ones yet. Oh, thanks, Scorpion Tail. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself enough that you hit that button. To anyone who doesn't know it, there's a secret area here that's always here. If you go off the left of the bridge, you can go under it, and if you look, I'm off the map now. You can come down here, and there's a cave. It's a tunnel that leads to, like, a extra island of content. There are some secrets that are in different locations or not always there, stuff like that. That one, as far as I know, since I found out about it, it's always been there. Oh, and I was getting a lot of questions last night. If anyone needs it, I updated the !build command in the chat bot, so if you type that command, it will give you a link to both my level 100 softcore character and this character I'm playing right now as of last night. So if anyone wants to see the build that has gotten me this far without dying, it's in there. Alright, and this is the island I talked about. Ow, 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 ow. Exalted Stash. Bunch of burning skeletons had a party going over here. Oh. Oh my god, what? Oh, wow! You guys seeing this? Plus damage to summon Briarthorn, and it generates more threat. Plus damage to Hellhound, and it generates more threat. It's part of a set, and the bonus, the 4-piece bonus of that set is you can have 2 Briarthorns out instead of 1, and 3 points are added to Primal Spirit and Bonds of Binsmeal. That's insane. And this item alone gives plus 3 to Primal Bond, which is massive. 3 Indulging Presence. Okay, so I can't use it for 6 more levels. Once again, I am hella paranoid. This is going in the bank before I possibly die while holding it. And then I'll get back to business. As soon as I saw purple with the word Beast Caller on it, I was just like, that sounds pettish. I like pets. Do I have any other piece of the Beast Caller set on this, on hardcore? It doesn't look like it. Nope, that's the first piece. I've got, the Corruptor's Mask, which is part of the Shaman Necro set. So the Beast Callers is the Shaman Occultist set, which is what I am. I'm not currently making use of the Hellhound. Oh, that reminds me. Spend that point in physique, get more hit points. Okay, back to the secret island. I would do the same thing. Thank you for justifying me. If I had gear like that, loot would be more fun. Yeah. I agree. I mean, other than... on the topic of WoW, the artifact weapons, which they just retired, were kind of like the first weapons or equipment that gave your character new abilities. However, because they made it to where, like, all paladins have the same artifact weapon, you know, that kind of thing, it definitely took away from the uniqueness of this. Like, the fact that I'm summoning a crab spirit, not because of my character, but because I have an item that summons crab spirits, to me is really neat. But, you know, what is it? Torchlight Frontiers is going to be... maybe not the first. The first Muckluck knows of. The first MMOARPG. So, maybe they'll do it. Who knows? As someone who loves Torchlight, I really hope that game does well. Exclamation build. Oh wow, my bird just did like a 20,000 damage lightning crit. So note the links. The first link is my softcore character. The second link is the one I'm playing right now. And it was updated yesterday evening. Okay. Okay, so I knew that island was fun to do. If it has an exalted stash in each inventory, in each difficulty, then it's always worth doing IMO in the future. Surprisingly, this is faster than using the waypoint and running back, so we doing it. Oh, the spam from my chat bot talking about quest mode reminded me. I was talking earlier about, like, when I was thinking about streaming mobile games, I was addicted to Clash of Clans, which I still am. I play it a little bit every day. I'm currently dabbling in like 6 different mobile games now because of quest mode. I was like accepting my own quests because it gives me subscriptions that I can give out to people for the channel. And I'm also playing games at the same time. And like the games that I'm like, I don't really like this, I just uninstalled it. But the end result is I'm still hooked on like 6 more. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm really into Lords Mobile is the most recent one. was that noise? Someone just whisper me on Discord? Give me one sec. Nope. Okay. We good. This goes to Malmouth. I'm in the wrong... Look at this. I was here, and I was like, oh, this isn't the right house. I literally went around this way, over here, went in this house, and came back to the freaking house that I was like, that's the wrong house. Got the directions of Zorro here. Oh, that's what it was. Well, welcome to the Discord, Scorpion Tail. I didn't realize that had the same noise as a whisper. Yeah, if anyone else wants to talk to me or any of the other good people here, I keep that Discord open if I'm at home or at work all the time. So pretty much 16 hours a day, you could give me a poke if you wanted to chat me up. Dude, when I got that purple, and I was like, oh, I'm going to town to put this in the stash right now. I was reminded of, I don't know if anyone here who's played Path of Exile, there's a currency in the game called, like, Mirror of Kalindra or something. I've played, like, hundreds, maybe 1,000 hours of Path. I've never seen it drop. The odds of seeing it drop, it's like getting a winning lottery ticket. And... there was a guy who was doing the Labyrinth, and the Labyrinth, once you start it, you cannot, if you town portal out or die or leave the game, you have to start over. But he was on hardcore mode, so if he basically if he died, his character was deleted, and if he left, he had to start the Labyrinth over again. And he was like an hour into it, and a mirror dropped, and he was just like, what was that noise? Because he didn't even recognize the sound from his loot filter, and he sees it, he's like, ah! And like his face changed color, and he picked it up, and he's like, F the Labyrinth! F the Labyrinth! And he town portals out immediately, fails the Labyrinth, puts it in the stash, and he was just like, I'm shaking right now. And it, you know, made its rounds on YouTube and Reddit and stuff like that. So I feel like I channeled a small portion of what that guy was feeling when I just was like, I'm going to town right now. Oh, got spiderweb on me, I can't move. I love Grim Dawn, but I just get bored when I play by myself. I hear you. I mean... oh, hey, I'm off the map again. This must be a secret room. That is actually one of the things I've grown to love about streaming Scorpion, is even when I'm playing a single-player game, when I'm talking about it with other people, and this is a bad example, because this is a game you can play multiplayer, but if I'm playing a game that is only a single-player game, but I'm talking to other people at the same time, you know, it's like hanging out with a group of friends. It's much more enjoyable. The crab spirit just melted in that acid. Here's yet another reason my arachnophobic friend will not play this game with me. Oh, we've talked about this before, but try to think of an RPG with like swords and magic, like that kind of thing, that does not have spiders. I challenge you, chat. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's difficult. Say scrap. Ooh, mana actually ran out. That's like our third mana potion for the evening. My mana really slowly creeps down with my current mana usage versus mana regen. So I don't have to use the pots often, but on occasion. On occasion. Beholden, the reflective. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mythical Glory of the Silver Knight. Anything that has the word mythical in front of it is basically a unique item that's been brought up to like level 80 plus. So those are always like, yeah, I perk up when I see the word mythical anything. How do you get your character to level 100? Is it Crucible? You know, I've had the expansion content for this game so long, I don't remember which expansion raised the level cap. It was probably Ashes of Malmouth. Because Crucible isn't... I don't think Crucible is required to see all the game content. It's just like a alternative way of leveling. And then once you get max level, the hardest content the game has to offer is the Crucible. Like, beating the final level of the Crucible on the hardest difficulty is way harder than being the final boss of Ultimate Mode. I've beaten the final boss of Ultimate Mode on my softcore character. I have not beaten the second of the 3 difficulties of the Crucible on that character. There's another mythical something. And my bird just accidentally knocked down this wall. Mr. President, tear down this wall. Another mythical. Let's check these out in just a second. Alright, Mythical Corpse Flayer. Word of Renewal, Raised Skeleton. It's a Necromancer Inquisitor gun. And Mythical Black Star of Deceit. Soleil's Witchfire, that's a cultist. Harbinger of Souls, I think that's Necro. That's for, okay, that's for like a Necro... What is it called? Necro... A Kabbalist, I think? I think that's for a Kabbalist that likes to deal direct damage. AOM increase from 85 to 100. Increase from 900. Yes! Thank you, David. That's what I guessed, but I was not 100%. Yeah, is Grim still on sale? I know Grim Dawn, last week was like 75% off. I don't know if it still is. Might be worth checking if you've been on the fence about buying it. This might be the time that you can get it for a couple bucks or something. Banizal the Hellborn. Whew. That guy wasn't difficult, but he had a mountain of hit points. $624, what a steal. That's nice. That's a good bargain for how much... Like, if you like this kind of game, you will play it over and over and over again. $6 for a few hundred hours of entertainment is a great deal. That's not even a popcorn at the theater. Expensive ass popcorn. Wow, that elementalist, that shield was the real deal. Can't go that way. Looks like I have to go southeast this time. $6.24, cheaper than movie popcorn. Oh, I got a short movie tale for you guys. Like, So the Mall of Georgia, which I live near Atlanta, Georgia, and we've got a couple of big malls here, but there's one mall that is literally called the Mall of Georgia, and it. Oh, see you, Kemmer. Drive safe, my friend. This mall has one section of it is a food court, and then there's an escalator going up, and there's a theater above the food court. And it's like a full-fledged like AMC theaters, like the whole deal. And they, for a very long time, allowed you to take food you got in the food court, you know, from the Chick-fil-A, the McDonald's, whatever, and take it into the theater. And, you know, it was literally up an escalator and you were at the theater, so they didn't stop you from taking food in like many theaters do. And my wife and I go there one day to see something, and I think I had gotten like a big pretzel, you know, like one of those giant salted pretzels you get at, like, a food court, and a drink or something like that. And I go to walk in, and there's this young woman who's like, you know, maybe 18 or 20, who's the lady who tears the ticket stubs, and she's like, "Oh, you can't bring that in." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like in no mood for this. And she's like, "No, you can't bring that in." I'm like, "You guys always let people take food in for years. When did this change?" And she's like, I don't know, but you can't bring that in." And I just kind of stared at her for a second. And I didn't even have the energy to try to, like, walk away and then sneak it in. And I told her, I was like, if I walk over there and I put it under my coat and walk back here, can I bring it in? And she was just, like, completely stunned that I would just ask her if I could sneak it in and if she was going to give me shit about it. And she's like, if I don't see it, I wouldn't know. And I, like, literally turned around, walked 5 feet away, had my hand under my coat, very obviously holding a big cup, and walked back, and I just, like, monotone handed her the ticket stub, and she's like, "Yes, the theater number 4 is on your left." It's just like, God, just let me pass. I have no energy for this. Scavenged plating. Cocooned remains. Dude, I don't even remember this area. Where am I? Oh, okay. Does that room look really weird? I did not remember that, but I know where I'm at now. Mutated scales. Devotion shrine. Calamity. Oof, can I make that? As I stated earlier, we have a shortage of recipes. Let's see if we can make a calamity.
Got any more scrap metal?
Yay! I can make tons of calamities. Alright.
Hey.
Nothing really worth banking right now. Side note, I love when they change the game, adding to where unsolved devotion shrines are marked on the map. That was not always in the game. That was a great change. That's my 55th devotion shrine, fellas. That's the last one. No more devotions for old Muckluck. Unless I just move stuff around. What do I do with this point? Wow, I don't even have this one assigned to anything. I mean, cleansing waters is awful, so I don't really care, but... Increase armor by 10%. It's not bad. Shield block. 15 to defense ability. Defense. Let's see. Defense, I think it's just if you have more defense than your opponent's offense, then you're not crit. Oh, or 30% to all pet damage right here. Let's do that. Wait, are we at... Oh. Oh, okay, I guess I've got one more coming to me. That was my 54th of 55 points. My bad. Ether crystal. I always grab the ether crystals that are on the ground that's not on fire, because once you get to Homestead, all the ether crystals are like sitting in the ether fire, and it's just like suicide to pick them up. Whoa, delayed ambush from behind. Oh man. I hit that like 2-3 second window where I don't have Primal Spirit out right when all that stuff was rushing forward. And they had a good half surround on me, so I took a lot of hits from those little rats. There we go. And between summoning the mobs, blasting you, and doing massive damage and just resurrecting the nearby mobs every second, and the fact that all nearby mobs die when you kill it, they give you all the reasons to tunnel vision down the crystal first. So why not do it? Level 93 Blood Claw. Two crafting reagents on old Blood Claw. I guess I got all the stories for this area. I clicked the book of the tome and nothing dropped. So many wind devils and elemental storms. I had never seen it in action, but just the act of attaching Raven to elemental storm was something I saw in another build online. And I was just like, oh, I wonder if that's good. I'll try it sometime. And so on this character, I tried it, and I think it's because the Raven shoots the multiple projectiles. Mine shoots 3 at a time. There's a really high chance that that 25% is going to go off, and it's going to summon storms. So I'm like, I see why they did that. This is pretty good. There's no more devotion shrines in this area. Other than XP, I don't think there's any reason that I shouldn't just go straight for the boss. I've already got all the lore for this area too, from normal and elite mode. They just keep coming out of the ground here. It's like 3 waves of them. Tell you what, I'll fight the zombies and skeletons and ethereals that climb out of the ground slowly and let you get them half dead before they're even completely upright any day. I really hate the ambushes by the ghosts in this game. They just appear and they're mid-swing hitting you before you realize they're there. Storm Launcher of Ultos. Ether Cluster. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at that item we just got. It's a gun with +1 to all Shaman and +1 to all Arcanist skills. 30% chance on critical attack to fire a lightning sphere. And it doubles your cold, lightning, frostburn, and electrocute damage, and converts some of your physical damage to lightning damage. For the Shaman, Arcanist, Gunslinger in your family. There's that riff. Shoot, I just used my potion really early. Primal Spirit just wore off. Kinda scared for a second here. My Ishtok procced, which let my Briarthorn taunt him off of me. That's immensely helpful. So the rest of this should be pretty chill. Nice. +1 to all skills in Inquisitor. 2 to Overguard, which is Soldier. Okay, Warden's chest. Oh, did you see his chest? Wow! Look at that recipe, fellas. Yo, it's got a scroll bar. This doesn't fit on my monitor. I've never seen something that I had to scroll. What? Requires level 94, so even if I make it, I can't use it yet. +1 to the summon limit for Reap's Spirit. Oh man, that is a... Reap's Spirit is one of the Necro's ultimate abilities. It does damage to a target and makes a ghost spawn out of them. So this lets you have multiple Reaps going. That's... The size of that thing is crazy. Never had an item that didn't fit on the monitor so badly in this game that it had a scroll bar. Alright. Word of renewal. Stalwart Guardian. No, no, no. I'm never gonna make a character that would need those. Not my cup of tea. Flash freeze. Alright. Let me put these craft mats away. Oh, I need to talk to Mr. Bourbon. Jean Bourbon! Ow! Level up! 89.
Must be the key. Before we
Alright, Zeke. We'll drop the points here for more physical resistance until I get a better idea. Alright. Now what I'd like to do, because this is really my Achilles heel right now. This item's level 25. I'm 89 in hardcore mode. Let me bounce out and into the game to reset it and go try to kill that troll that I've already cleared to again, ultimate. I could do this on normal, but let's do this on ultimate so we get XP at the same time. Why not? Alright, aggressive, 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 aggressive. Da-da-da-da-da. So we're going to go... Plus, you know, there's the chance of purple items by doing this on ultimate mode. We've already found quite a few tonight. And some that were just, so good. Alright, he was down this way somewhere. Hey trolls, have you seen the Troll King? I'm looking for him. Yeah, I found him earlier. I mapped out this much of the place before I found him, but I think it was over here is where I found him. A few minutes ago. Whoa! This guy puts 4 debuffs on me when he looked at me. Rude. Oh, there's a friendly reminder. If you have Amazon Prime, you might have an unused free Twitch subscription and not even know it, and you can click that link that the bot just threw up to check. And you can use it to support your favorite streamer, and if they're not taking it, there's always Muckluck. This is not the king. This is some other bloke. Malagalok. The Void Touch. Hey, a blueprint. I love blueprints. Seal of the Skies. There's a smiley face right here. There he is. Yes. Yes, it would, David. Look at the pet's health. The Wendigo Totem is struggling to heal them through this Troll King. Yes! Dude, I need a Mistborn Talisman for that shrine, for the relics I want to make. Alright. Back to town. We might be coming right back here to activate that devotion shrine that I wasn't able to do earlier. Okay. Oh, nice. He dropped the rare component too, the Troll Bone Crusher.
What brings you to my...
Okay, so now I get to finally choose. Ancestor was one of my options. +1 to all skills in Shaman. That's huge. And it just gives a buff to all your pets. So no additional pet, just all your stuff stronger. The other option that I was looking at was Savage, which gives you Summon Stormhound. Which, with my current stats... Let me see this.
Go on now.
He's got 93k health. So the Stormhound currently has 45k health with my current stats, which should be half a Briarthorn. And it also gives all pets bleeding, damage, health, elemental. I'm drawn toward Ancestor. I did? Oh my gosh. The channel broke 10k views. I noticed earlier today that we were getting close to that. We made some over 9,000 jokes last week. Oh, I just got home from work. 4 puffs, no whiskey, in a shower. Thanks for the update, Chef Smitty. I was getting worried about you. Okay. So let's do... Make a Mistborn. Ancestor, we need a Mark of Mogdrogan and a Haunt. Haunt, we need... Jesus. Ether Steel, Ether Soul, Haunted Steel. Do I have those recipes? Oh my gosh. Alright. Ether Soul requires a Wrathstone. I'm gonna need 3 of them. Do I have Wrathstone? Yes, I do. I'm gonna need 9 of those. Okay. Ether Soul. Combine. Alright, now go back. Go to Haunt. Need Haunted Steel, Corruption, and Glacier. Okay. Don't get me wrong, I do love the crafting system here. Oh no! Oh no! Can I make more Vengeful Wraiths? I've only got 2 and I need 4. Shoot! I can't make this right now. Okay, what's my rebound? Savage? Inferno, Vitriolic Gallstone, and Rampage. Oh no, can I make either of these right now? Ah, you're gonna see the game pause for a sec. Hold on. Where does Rampage Relic drop? Rampage Relic. Empowered Relic. The wiki doesn't say. How? What a useless wiki! The Warden himself? Oh my gosh. So I don't have enough Wraiths to make Ancestor. And I don't have the Rampage recipe, which is needed to make Savage. That's what we're looking at right now. Is there anything else here that can actually be useful to me more than the level 25 crab? Sacrifice? Oh, hell no. That thing uses your own health. Mortality, +1 to all Necromancer skills. Does give a bonus to all pets. Marauder. Juggernaut, that's Soldier. Haunt, that's what I was in the middle of doing. Fortress. Not really. Son of a gun. Alright, so for the middle Haunt, I was making Haunted Steel, and I needed 2 more Vengeful Wraiths. So that's what I gotta keep an eye out for.
Got something you need stashed?
Oh, I thought Mistborn Talisman was the missing link. Apparently that was one of the missing links. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carrying on. Fix the bridge. Aww. Faster than the Builder in Clash of Clans with that. Oh my gosh. Edmund Shanks Doyle. Rest in peace, game. Edmund stash. What you got, Edmund? Luminary hat. +2 to all Inquisitor skills. Not bad if you're playing Inquisitor. Oh, you know what I can do right now, though, that would be a power-up? Is I can... I don't want to lose my TP, so I'm going to walk back. I can make a spare Mistborn Talisman and go back to that Devotion Shrine that I couldn't open, and open it, and get my last Devotion point and spend it, and that'll increase my stats. And I can talk to Mornay and say I just killed that guy. Took me like 2 seconds. Why'd it take you so long?
Well, you worked, Terry. We have to hit them hard and fast. Leave no...
Hard and fast. Giggity giggity goo. Alright. Mistborn. Boop.
Bring me back any food.
And head on back to the Eastmarsh portal that we had. Do you ever play multiplayer? I've only done it in this game one time. Me and a friend of mine played for just a couple of hours, and due to scheduling, we didn't play it together again. So I haven't done it much, really. I'd say if I was going to be playing multiplayer with strangers, though, it would be softcore. Or a new hardcore character. It wouldn't be this one. I put too much into this one. You can't take this from me. Not gonna get splattered from someone else's mistake. Chipped claw. I just realized that's something that Titan's Quest does that this game doesn't do. It auto, like when you're tapping the A button in Titan's Quest, it picks up all gold potions and crafting mats. This game does not pick up crafting mats automatically. You have to click on them manually. That's weird that they didn't carry that over. Occultist Grobel's death effigy of scorching. Drangel Enforcer. Oh gosh, these things hurt. Even though they're not named or elite or anything, they hurt.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, it is ready, you're just lazy. Oh, Binding's Abysmal. We will break for that. Deshigu Chillbane. There's a healer in the back. That's what's going on. There we go. Oh! 2 for 2 getting purples in East Marsh. Mythical Colossal Grasp. Lots of soldier stuff. That's what it says. Lots of soldier stuff. Got that magic find gear running tonight. Do I have to fight this boss again? Oh, yep, the boss came back. Darn it. I really don't want to. Is he pinned against the wall? Because that would be fantastic. Just build up the elemental storms on him. I'm completely okay with that. Oh god, he's trying to get out! No, 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 don't melee him! You're not that kind of shaman. Me not that kind of orc. Woo! Mythical Magneson's trench coat. Alright, Shrine. I got what you want. Flame Trigger Ointment. Alright, Devotion. 8% to the total speed for all pets. Not bad. Total speed means attack speed, casting speed, and movement speed. So that's pretty good. Alright, back to Devil's Crossing. And then we go west. Out the gate. Oh, look, that's where they hung me. Memories. Elemental Storm has reached rank 11. It's in the treasure chest. Scavenge point. How are you 89 and not even that far on the map? I mean, I'm in ultimate mode. I played through normal and elite mode and normal and elite Ashes of Mammoth. I got a few levels in the Crucible. So I did the Crucible levels 1 through 10 repeatedly until I had 5 devotion points. So when I started the campaign, I already had the Turtle Shell constellation complete. So I might have been like level 10 or something before I started the campaign. But I don't know, I've been pretty thorough. Okay. The time that I just clicked through that too quickly, I accidentally convinced that guy to burn his family alive. So I was stopping there to read that a bit more carefully so that we didn't do that again. Doof Master 4000, you know, I was thinking about dying, but just for you, my friend, I'm going to change my plans. I would certainly love to be able to brag that my My first hardcore character got all the way to 100. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to be able to do that. Especially the yeah. But, we'll see. The thing is my softcore character is the only level 100 I've ever had. And that character hit 100, like, way... Here, hold on. I feel like that character hit 100, like, here, and still had to do all this while it was already 100. So... I don't know. I feel like I might be behind where I was on that character, but that character was 100 way before getting to the final boss. I can't really think of any bosses that scare me before... Like, I think I will hit 100 before I get to the next scary boss that might end this character. Those are the words I'm trying to get out of my face. We just started Ultimate Mode, Doofmaster. I completely cleared Elite. I finished it. But the final boss of Elite Malmoth, I was like not talking at all. I was just so focused on what I was doing for the few minutes I was fighting that person. Oh wait, I think there's a boss in that cave. Let me go down there. The final boss at level 49, 43. Are you guys on Elite mode? You beat it at 49 and 43? Damn. I will say there are some games where I'm like, oh, I hate this first content. Oh, veteran. Gotcha. There are some games where I'm just like, man, I just want to be higher level. I hate being this level. Or I want to be further in the story. I hate being at this part. Grim Dawn doesn't do that to me. Like, I've never even remembered to buy the double XP potion, because I've always just been completely happy hacking along, and then, oh, hey, look, I leveled up again. You know, it usually catches me by surprise. Storm Shriek the Electrified, 6 levels above me. Ectoplasm. You know, I still need the Wraith whatever crafting component. It would be nice if it drops from these things, but I don't know if it does or not. Double, like ×2, not the devil, not Satan's experience potion. I mean, there is a town called Devil's Crossing. If they have any potions, then maybe you could call it that. Devil-touched ammo, speaking of devil. Devil's like, ooh, I like that ammo. Touch. Barros Radlith, Lord of the Lost Souls! Uh-oh, Primal Spirit just timed out. Alright, he's coming back. Ooh, I see purple! Cataclysm's Eye. +1 to all skills. 162% elemental damage, 300 health, 19% casting speed, 19% cooldown reduction, 20% reduced stun duration. That is such a rare stat. 22 chaos resist, 19 cast speed. Requires level 94. Can't even use it. It's part of a 3-piece set. 100% chance of on critical attack to cast Arcane Cataclysm. Doofmaster, thank you for the follow, my new friend. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, truly. 50 mug bucks for you. So this is, I mean, +1 to all skills. There's so many classes that can use this. But it would really shine in the hands of someone who's doing, like, magical direct damage. Oh, I saw a mythical unique item. What was that? Mythical Eternal Band. Death Sentence and Mark of Torment. Those sound like Nightblade things. Muckluck's never played a Nightblade, so I'm not really sure. Whoa! Super delayed ambush. I was talking the other day about how I love how Grim Dawn, its ambushes are weird. Like, it's never like, you know, you step on square, immediate ambush. It's always like, after leaving the area, 3 seconds later, they spawn behind you. Weird things like that. Whew. I was like, tunnel vision on what I was doing there for a second. I'm glad, Legendary. I'm pretty proud of that gif. I have not even considered replacing that with something. Oh, this is good. Should I replace it? No. I've got the perfect gif. It's amazing. My wife asked me to not put it on Reddit because she thought I would make more enemies after what happened on that Facebook post. And I was like, fine. Attuned Lodestone. Did you ever finish the Ashes of Mammoth content before moving into Elite mode, or did you go straight out? No. I finished every quest I could find in Normal, or Veteran. Then I finished every quest I could find in Elite, and now I'm in Ultimate. The thing is, in this game, there's so many quests that, like, the reward will be like an attribute point, or a talent point, or a bag. Like, I don't like skipping quests in this game. So I did every quest in Vanilla and Malmoth. Then in Elite mode, I did every quest Vanilla and Malmoth, and now I'm here in Ultimate. There's our 4th mana pot for the night. Tried to say pot and potion. I was like, poot. I'm mana peat. I'll say my first time through, like, when I'm in Act 1, on every playthrough, I'm OCD on clearing this part of the map, because there's so many townspeople you rescue, and they have a direct impact on your town. However, once I get past, like, this part on, like, my second, like, Elite and Ultimate mode, and once I get through here, I'm just making sure that I'm getting devotions on the radar, and I'm kind of just plowing ahead. But my first playthrough of any new character when I'm on the normal or veteran mode, I am very thorough on map clear because you find all those lore pages for the first time, and they give a lot of XP. Skeletal Gargantuan. My level 100 guy can summon one of these from his relic. Has like 150,000 life. The Dirge of Arcovia. Let's see, a couple crafting mounts. Lots of skeletons. Now, when I'm fighting these, you don't really have to worry about killing the healer first, because they're so fragile. The healer doesn't really have time to do anything, unless there's a gargantuan. If it keeps doing the gargantuan, it's gonna give you a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, I guess, like, on that character, Doofmaster, I've got, like, a 70k health Hellhound, and then, like, bunch of 50k health skeletons, and then the 150k bone monstrosity, so compared to everything else my softcore character has, it's just like unreal. And he's got like 15 or 20k health, so his pet has 10 times his hit points. Ridiculous. Yeah, me too, Doofmaster. That's one of the things that makes this game so entertaining every time you play it. I also find it fascinating how they did the map, because, you know, in Diablo, to use it as an example, Diablo, the map is like tiles, and they'll like re-randomize the tiles when you go in, and so the map's different each time you play it. Okay, but in this game, it's like the map is always the same, but there's these little, like, blockades. Like, there's 3 paths here, and, like, 2 of them will have burning carts on one playthrough. The next playthrough, these 2 will be blocked. It's just like, they make multiple paths to get through every area, and different ones are blocked at random. So you kind of, the end result is a different map. But the world is still the same. Like, it always makes sense. Like, yeah, Homestead is to the northwest. It's always been to the northwest. So I find it interesting, not saying it's better or worse than the Diablo way, but I find it interesting how they did that. And it also made it to where, as programmers, it was probably way less work. Like, oh, just drop these burning carts in these random locations, you know, every time they reload the game. You know, that was probably so much less man-hours to program than the random map tile system of Diablo. Alright, I will search for your elder. What is... Oh, zombie followed me into camp. I'll help you out. Okay, let's take this chance to toss these greens. Just 2 to summon Briarthorn. Let's see. Never gonna need that. I like when Grim Dawn plays music. I always have the music on, but there's so many zones that just don't have music at all. And then I'm like, I gotta keep talking, I gotta entertain the stream, it's too quiet, and I stress out. Let's see. Poison and acid. 106 offense. 25 poison. No, I don't really need that. Don't need that. Okay, just the backpack now. We're almost done. Blade trap. Casting fire strike. +3 to dread. I don't even know what class dread is. And that. All right. All right. That's what appealed to me too, doing your deal building was unique. Yeah, Diablo 2 had more customization than D3 because they had, like, this is basically a D2 type tree. You can spend points to go down it, or you can stop at a skill you like and just dump a ton of points into that skill. That's the D2 tree. Like, they arguably copied this style from the Diablo 2 system. D3, your customization was based on your whatever set bonus of equipment you had and the 6 skills on your bar. You could only have 6 skills on the bar, and I loved that game. It has a special place in my heart. I'm probably done with it. I've burned out on playing that game. I say, the Necromancer in Diablo 3, the one that came out with that little expansion, I was really disappointed by it. As someone who loves pet builds and stuff, I played it for a while, and at that time, the end game Necromancer build was no pets. You were just firing your blood like missiles at people, and it was just this set bonus that did absurd damage, but you used no pets, and so I hated it. And I ended up going back to my lovable witch doctor for my pet needs. There's a lot of skeletons crammed in this little outcropping. Doing it for the XP. I saw a star. Heros Dread the Damned. There we go. Yeah, I would be that offhand I got a little while ago with this one, +1 to all skills. Like, that's really nice. The only thing, I would be so loath to give up my current offhand because it has +5 seconds to conjure Primal Spirit. Those +5 seconds combined with the cooldown reduction it has makes Primal Spirit almost 100% uptime, which is I'm really reliant on right now. The Raven, the Briarthorn, and my spells do decent damage, and then the Primal Spirit pretty much doubles that whenever he's out. Okay, that's one quest down. We found the Elder. Whoa! Build 568! First of all, I didn't know there were 567 other builds. Second of all, thank you for following. I'm glad you are enjoying yourself, truly. 50 muck bucks for you, my friend. You know, I've met a lot of new people tonight. If you all are interested, I actually, just to throw it out there, my schedule, I stream from 9 p.m. to midnight every day of the week. This is what I love to do in my free time. I don't have an off day or anything. I'm sure someday I'll be sick and I'll ruin my my track record, but right now I'm going on like 100 days without missing a stream. So any evening you want to hang out, I'll probably be here. Getting my RPG on. D2 is way incredible on that. Way too streamlined. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm one of those people where the more customization, the better. Now, and there's some things, there's a few exceptions to that. For example, think like when you make a new character in Skyrim and you zoom in on your face and then there's like a slider for how wide the bridge of your nose is, you know, stuff like that. I don't care about that. Honestly, like the MMO versions of games with those kind of like facial creations that I've played, Black Desert Online and EverQuest 2 are the only two I can immediately think of, were not super smooth games. Like, you had to have a really awesome system or it was going to lag because it had to load the bridges of everyone's noses and how they set those bars, you know? Like, that's not what I mean. Hang on, gotta fight Nicholas Balthazar here. Got him pinned on that wall there. That was nice. Like, this, mwah, delicious. I love this. This is customization. That's incredible. Path of Exile, similar monstrosity talent tree. Paths is bigger. I think it's got 1,000 nodes on it or something. It's insane. There was one game, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. There was one game I played once, and when you created your character, one of the things it did is it asked if you were left-handed or right-handed. And if you select left-handed, like if this was your character, if you select left-handed, all it did was it mirrored the image. That's all it did was mirror the image. They didn't have to develop new art. They didn't have to have their artists make different stuff. You know, they didn't have to redraw all the armor or anything. All they did was mirror the image of the character. And I was like, that's brilliant. Every game should ask if you're left or right-handed. That's such a small thing. And like that'd be like a 0 or a 1 in the computer system. So like, would not add a lot of lag or anything, and it's more customization. I love it. Add it to all games. It's fantastic. There's just certain features that, like, you see it in one game and you're like, brilliant, everyone do that from now on. And they don't. But you wish. You wish. The ability to do this with my bag. I think all games should have that. I'm now hooked on that. First time I saw that was like over a decade ago in Dungeon Siege 2. That might have been 2 decades ago. But then I went like 10 years without seeing another game do it, and now Grim Dawn does it. Just the inventory squish. Okay. Did I get what I needed out of there? Why is there still a star? Oh, destroy the barricade, that's why. I haven't destroyed the barricade yet. Alright. Okay. Don't have much to sell, but I'll go ahead... Ooh. Oh, that's an offhand. Never mind. Never mind. I thought that was a main hand because it looked kind of like a mace, but it was a lie. What is my shoulder? +1 to all skills and occultist. Okay. Halfway to 90. Boom! These bulls or pigs? Called stone tusks. I guess they're like hogs. Hog rider! Trying to remember, is it at 90 that you start getting 1 point per level instead of 2, and it's just super depressing? I think it might be. Hellmane the Burning, yes you are. And Rage Snout the Swift. Hellmane and Rage Snout, friends for life. Hallowed Ground. Little too cocky there. I'm like, they'll die in a second. I'll just run through them, and then I got stuck and punched in the face. Oh, we got 2 star mobs here. Ulda cracks and full cracks. They must be bros. Blueprint! Mythical Sharpshooter's Glass Eye. Oh, we got a teeny little scroll bar. We can make it jiggle a little bit. Make it jiggle. Alright. I always read those scrolls immediately. Getting a new recipe in this game kind of feels like when you get a new Paragon point in hardcore Diablo. Like, even if this character dies, this is with me forever. This is mine. They can't take this away. Like, I feel like that whenever I get a scroll. The Stirring Hive. Royal Jelly, Serrated Spike. Who is this? Ronaprax, the Grand Queen. Queen, let me right on in. I'm kind of surprised I was able to get here so quickly. Dreadwalker Raiment, and it doesn't say mythical. Requires level 94 all by itself. Set bonus +2 to all Necromancer skills. Dreadwalker's Grace, 100% chance on enemy death. Inhale the energies given off by a freshly slain foe, restoring your strength and empowering your vile powers. Sounds like it'd probably smell bad. I'll throw it in the stash because Necromancer is a class I dabble in sometimes. Who's to say? Next hardcore character might be a Necromancer. Battered shell. Ah! Got stuck. Let me through. A Polish emerald. All these Polish emeralds and no Polish sausages. Sausages. My piercing resistance is terrible since I stepped into ultimate mode. Even greater felling on hardcore. Yeah. Anyone remember the component that gives, or the augment that gives piercing resist? Like, I know... What is it? Anti-venom salve gives poison and acid resist. I might have to Google it. I'm trying to remember which one gives piercing resist, because I might need to slap that on a few pieces of gear. Ralkara the Regenerator. Regenerator just means you die slowly. Flamekeeper's Repeater. +1 to Inquisitor and Demolitionist. Dare I ask, is there a Poison Necro build like D2 had? Daggers and Poison Nova. Had oodles of fun with my Necro on D2. Yeah. That would probably, like, the Occultist and the Necromancer both have a lot of dots. Like, Occultist right here has Bloody Pox. It dots something, and it will spread like wildfire to all of their allies. It's not like Poison Nova, but it is a big dot that you can spread around, and the Necromancer has some similar stuff. There are Kabbalist dot builds. And Poison Dagger, maybe not Poison Dagger, but right here is Soleil's Witchfire, which puts Witchfire around your dagger, and basically your spell damage is added to dagger strikes, so it's very similar to what you're talking about. Not the exact same thing. But yeah, you could make that playstyle if you wanted. Alright, I know down here's a quest, so I'm just gonna knock this out real fast. Of course I'll help. I could kill this guy, but then they yell at me. Here's the scrap. Whatever, I don't care. Give me that quest complete. All that XP. Oh, no, 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 no. 30k. Silk Swatch, Resilient Plating are the two with Pierce Resistance. Thank you, Dark. I'll check on that shortly.
Keep your weapons working.
More they send me. We have a deal. Restore the shrine. And the beast. Here's Royal Jelly. The only way you can get a duplicate recipe is from a quest reward, like this. Wait! Did I never read the recipe on my first two playthroughs? I'm awesome. Alright, last time I didn't have enough money to just do this haphazardly. I'm just going to buy all the ones I haven't already. Let's go work on that Pierce Resistance right now. We've made it this far in hardcore by not ignoring our resistances. Let's check on that now. Oh, did I finish a bounty? That's pretty much how I treat bounties in this game. I just grab them when I start the game, and then if I finish it on accident, that's fantastic. Alright, Silk Swatch and Resilient Plating, he says. Silk Swatch. Made with Resilient Plating. Gives piercing and bleed. My bleed is fine. What's the Resilient Plating? 15 pierce. Offhand, chest, and shoulder. What's Silk Swatch go on? Shoulder, chest, and leg. So if I did that, I have to remove the scaled hide. I really don't want to do that. Mutated scales, I guess? So I guess I could put the Resilient Plating on my shoulders and chest and remove the mutated scales. My health would go down a bit, but my piercing resist would go up by quite a margin. I think that's what I have to do. Okay, I only had one in the stash.
Best I can with what I've got.
Okay. So I have to remove the current thing that's on him, I believe. Yeah, I do.
Yes, it was. Oh, good, good. Of course. I am fully... Yes. Oh, good, good. Of course. I was correct. There you
Okay.
are. Nearly a century ago, a man named Oswald Hartgate created the first slip.
Oh, that quest. Okay, yeah. Okay. Keep item. Yes. Item. Okay. So now... Okay. We've got piercing up to 36. That's with components. Let me pause real quick and look at augment. Grim Dawn augments. Pull open the wiki. And... oh god. These aren't sorted at all. This is awful. Hold on. Ah, here we go. I found a new list that's sorted by type. Okay. Components. Mark of the Myrmidon for shields, reinforced shell, which we were kindly told about. Silk Swatch, resilient plating. Augments. Blade Ward Powder from Devil's Crossing Revered. Am I revered with them? Nope. Okay. Oleron's Favor, Black Legion Revered. Rapidin. Okay. I would have to leave the game and go back to a lower difficulty to pick up these other things right now, which I'm not going to do that. Okay. We've made progress. Let's go back to... there. I'll be rolling when I get off work today. I love playing my DJ Necromancer. Did you buy it while it was on sale, Legendary? Okay, let me see. Augment. Yeah, this isn't it. Yeah, Revered, they've got this thing. This has Pierce and Cold Resist. That was one of the things on the list. I'll never use that. Okay. Return to Bernard at the Rover Camp in the Arcovian foothills. Okay, let's go turn in this quest to Bernard. I destroyed the barricade. Hey, another inventory bag. Except you cap out at 5. So sad. It was on Steam for $6.24. Yep, that's a good time to grab it. I think it was 75% off. Oh wait, I think Gulgoth the Rampaging is like right up here. Big old troll or ogre thing. Bristly fur. Yeah, there he is. Good job, memory. He can't even outdamage the Wendigo Totem's healing. Easy peasy. That almost got us to our next level. It was like 30k XP. Mark of Dreeg. Mr. President, tear down this wall. That was more of a Bill Clinton impression than what I was going for. Oh. Doom Master is so excited. What a deal! It fit perfectly into the conversation. One thing I think that they did, which is really cool with this game, is the way that you pick 2 classes. Ding 90, y'all. Another muck first. The way you pick 2 classes to make a hybrid class. What that means is when they add the, I think it's called the Oath Keeper is the new class. When they add the Oath Keeper since it combines with the 8 existing classes, that makes 8 new hybrid classes. And then when they make another new class to the game, that will make 9 new hybrid classes, and it will keep going up. That's awesome! We're off the map. The Raven's lightning accidentally hit this wall, and it blew it open, and there was a secret room there that I didn't even see. That really makes me feel like I'm playing D&D for a second when just something accidentally revealed. The wall behind him crumbles, revealing... Hallian's Whittle Wat. What? Ow! I've been shot! Jeez. I'm trying to use the pet to body block for these bullets. That guy ran up to me and did like Blade Frenzy or some Night Blade move I probably don't know the correct name of, and it hurt really bad. I think I came in this door, so I actually need to go back up here. Is it hopefully the Grim Dawn devs of SED won't settle for anything less than 10 classes for the dice round number. Real for anyone that played Dragonlance D&D D20. What do you do when the Kender D party says oops? So, I've read all the Dragonlance books, so I might get your joke. I don't know, do you just run? Kill the Kender? I remember the Kenders were basically Hobbit kleptomaniacs. They stole everything. Full round disengage? Yeah. Back when I was in high school, I was playing EverQuest, and there was a guy that I met on there, and like we partied a lot, and over time, and the reason I remember this, Legendary, his username was Tanis, misspelled, and he was an elf, and there was another guy in the party that was Flint, misspelled, who was a dwarf. Which, for everybody else, those were both characters from the Dragonlance books that he just referenced. My side. Why should I spare you? I'm listening. Get out of here. Okay. So the reason I brought that up is I ended up... I mentioned what school I went to, and he's like, oh, is the principal so-and-so? And he names the principal, and this is to a guy I'm talking to on the internet. I'm, like, freaked out. I'm like... Yeah? He's like, oh yeah, that's my uncle or his dad or something. And I'm like, are you for real? And he's like, yeah, I think I live like 20 minutes away from you. And then we ended up meeting in broad daylight in a park, just in case I was about to get abducted. But ended up making some really good friends there for a few years. And it was all because I met him through EverQuest with a Dragonlance name. But it was like him, his brother, and his neighbor, who is like a best friend of theirs that they grew up with. They had all rolled characters, and 2 of them had made Tanis and Flint because they had no... they did not have the ability to make original names. Alright, I just got Mythical Serpentine Wraps. +2 to Blooded Dreeg, 11% movement speed. Oh, I forgot. My boots are God's gift to boots. There's no replace. My boots have a 5,000 damage absorption shield on them. There's no getting past those boots. We're not replacing those. Dynamite! Yeah, I remember the Kender would be like... They didn't understand right and wrong, so they would like get all thrown in jail inevitably, but every morning they would just release them all back into the streets and tell them to get out of town. And the Kender would be in the jails like, I've been in a nicer jail. This jail is 3 out of 10, and they would just be like rating the jail, and just annoying the crap out of the guards the whole time. Forge. Alright, we got our 3 forges quest down. Primal Spirit walks up there. You're dead. Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember, fantasy games where it's like every archer person you pass was a misspelled version of Legolas. Ash the Wall Feral. What? Ow. Yo, this guy freaking hurts. Dude, get off my butt. I was in real danger there. That thing hit really hard, and the taunt was not working. It would not turn on to the pets. It said Ash the Wall Feral. I thought his name was Ash the Will Feral. I had to do a double take. Grim Dawn, guest star by Will Ferrell. And break one more forge just cuz. I love a game that has more quest objectives than are required. Like, the guy's like, destroy at least 3 of their forges. Like, how does he know that there's exactly 3? So the fact that I found 4, I'm like, okay, a little more of this. I like that. No running around in circles looking for that last objective that's in one specific location. Vampiric Exalted Obelisk of Celestial Wrath. Nom, 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 nom. Oh wow, I didn't spend my points at 90. Ugh. Get more physical resistance. I bet. Yeah, I'm 43 over the cap right now. So if I have a poison acid resist on anything that I can move, I should. Alright, so I've already got max devotion points, but the shrines give XP and loot, so I'm not opposed to continuing to do them. Gunslinger's Talisman is what we need. Alright. The shrines on Ultimate Mode have crazy requirements. I remember there's one that requires a skeleton key, and it's just like, what?! No, 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 no. No. Maybe. I'll throw that in the stash. No. And no. Is that the last tab? Yeah, others are fine. Okay. Oh. This item has 71 lightning resist on it altogether. Pretty wild. So I could take my belt off, which would lower my poison and acid, but my poison and acid would still be maxed. And equip this belt I'm hovering over to get more armor absorption, and more health. But I would lose the granted skill of my current belts with, when health drops below 20, get a big heal with a cooldown. That emergency button is so comforting to have. What is that star on my map? Oh, it's the guy that I convinced not to burn his family alive. And then he gives me his wedding ring right in front of him. You know, they're like, "Aw, Father of the Year." Alright. Let's put all these in here. Oy. I have to take some stuff out of this tab. Alright, and I think I had... yeah, there's a little bit more here. Okay, and then purple stuff I was putting here. This is a maybe equip later, so I'll move that down. And... I don't care if that gets mixed into the pile. Same with that. Vendor this. And hang on to that. Do I need this ring? No, I don't need that ring. Okay. Alright. We are ready for a few more hours. Bring the annals of Amkala to the rover camp. Okay. I think that was here? I think that was the rover camp. I've destroyed the forges, which I wouldn't mind. I'll find money bags, Martin. Found some texts you may find interesting. Farewell. Okay. Let's go back to my portal. Hey, loading screen lady. Dang it, Muckluck of 5 seconds ago, you fail. I went to town, I cleaned out all my bags, I didn't craft the item I needed for the shrine, which is what I originally went back to town for. Hey guys, long time no see. Alright, I need a gunslinger's talisman. For that, I need a resilient plating. Okay. I'm glad that is not too harsh on my reagents. That was pretty painless. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My back is popping. There we go. One pair of... oh, like 20 yellows. One pair of gloves, though? That was really disappointing. Did you hear that guy goes, "Melt your face off," and he threw a Molotov at me. Some people can't be bothered to life. I should just come up with something new on their own. Looking forward to sweet vacation starts tomorrow. Oh, wow. Yep. The day vacation starts is the best day of the vacation. Because work is really far away. Alright. Check the treasure chest. Just a tonic. I'm nervous. I don't want to die. I want to be able to be like, yeah, my first hardcore character. Went all the way to 100. Yeah. I'm so cool. I want to be able to do that. I don't want to die. Oh, and the Venom Wings are apparently neighbors with the bandits. They have a nice relationship. Tyranny!
What do you want?
Abomination! Oh, and Primal Spirit just wore off. What fantastic timing. Alright. So Unishell. Oh, you talking about character names still? Yeah, the Yuna and the Lockhart thing, I actually understood that through like memes and stuff because I didn't play that game. I never played any of the only Final Fantasy I ever played was Final Fantasy. No number after it. The first one on the Nintendo cartridge that you had to go. And I played it for like an hour and I was like 10 years old and I had no idea what I was doing and I gave up. I was like, forget this, and I grabbed the next cartridge. Played some DuckTales. Woohoo! Oh, it's Moneybags Martin! Oh. There we go. 2 dynamite. Well, that's a quest done. Killing Moneybags Martin. Oh, boss time. Okay, we're gonna wait just a moment for Primal Spirit to come off of cooldown. Oh, and then it's onward into the breach. Oh my gosh, I dipped down to like half-life there for a second. Wow, he killed the Briarthorn, he just killed every single pet I got. Woo! That guy had a mean right hook. Spellwoven Threads. Mythical Mantle of the Weeping Eye. Lots of caster damage. Darius's chest. Hey, a purple! +1 to Arcanist. One-hand sword. Mind Warp. 100% chance on attack. Warp reality on a whim, converting some of your physical strength into an arcane force of destruction. Whew. 20% chance of reducing the target's resistances. That's cool. Alright. Destroy the lab. Hey, a Wraithstone! Isn't that... Oh, no, that wasn't it. I needed, like, Wraith in a jar or something. I needed, like, 2 of them to finish the, relic I was trying to create earlier that I got stuck on. I remember it looked like a blue jar. It was the, inventory icon. Shrewd incendiary shoulder plates of spare weaving. Cool whip. Say whip. Whip. Say cool whip. Cool whip. Alrighty, where are we now? The Twin Falls. Oh, that's right. This is where the bridge is out. Wow. Considering all my guys and those guards were beating on that last Revenant, it was taking a long time to go down. Those Revenants are really beefy. Yours characters from Bleach. Yeah, I did a Clash of Clans battle the other day, and our opponents were like Naruto and Sasuke Uchiha and stuff like that, and I was like, oh man, really? Dude, I totally fell for this the first time I played this game. This guy's got a gun to her head, and he's like, you know, give me your money or this lady gets it. And I'm like, oh my god, and I gave him my money, and then both of them ran away laughing. So I know she's in on it. So he's like, I'm gonna kill this lady if you don't give me money. Just attack him! And then she's like, what? She pulls out a gun and I kill them both. I ain't falling for your shenanigans. Nine and a half levels to go. What build is this? If you type X... If you're not messing with me, you're the second person who's ever come in here and immediately said, you look like Tom Cruise. Except the other guy said I look like a budget Tom Cruise. He said I look like the Tom Cruise you hired when you don't have enough money to hire the real Tom Cruise. And then there was that other guy who said I look like a budget Kingslayer from Game of Thrones. If you type exclamation build in the chat, it will give you the build that I'm playing right now. Oh, I've never noticed this before. There's a little secret area here. It is the second link, the one that says hardcore build. That's the one I'm playing right now. Seriously, like 400 hours in this game, I've never found this before. There's a little hidden path right here. Wind Devils, I need you. I'm trying to remember, I think there might be a devotion shrine up here. But I can't recall. I just don't know. Polish Emerald. Another delayed ambush from behind. The dream would be to find a mythical Will of Bismeal. It's the necklace that adds like 2,000 damage to your bird and lets you have a second bird. So it just doubles the strength of all this. Like, that would be the dream item. Like, all the other really good stuff requires like set bonuses and stuff. That would just be the dream. Also, you'd have 2 birds spawning elemental storms. Is this build's legendary bog viable? I'm not quite sure. Is this build something viable? I wasn't quite sure what that other word was. If you're asking if it's viable, like in the end game and stuff, I kind of just made up this build. So I've not tested it anywhere other than this, but this is my first hardcore character, and I've gotten to level 90 without dying so far. So I can tell you firsthand, it can get you that far if you're careful. So that's what I know. As far as, like, if you're asking if this can beat the entire Crucible or something, I do not know. I haven't gotten there yet. I wasn't going to risk dying and getting this character deleted before beating the campaign. I got 2 named guys in my face here. Okay, good lord. Ectoplasm, ectoplasm. Alright. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I knew there was something else over here I wanted. Little quests. Little questerones. Allo Sadarine the Reflective. Can you hear him blocking? Clank, 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 clank. Primal Spirit just wailing on his shield. Mythical Virulent Maw. That's for people... That's for that build that you were wanting to play, Legendary. It's just poison and AIDS everywhere. Forgotten Passage. Mark of Illusions. Ow. So many skeletons! Heroic Chest. Okay, that makes that worth it. Freaking massive pile. I'll name my first character Mutated Herp. Oh my god. I had nothing to do with that. So you're not gonna go for the Ghana Herpacephalialis? Okay, man, talking about names, the first character I made named Muckluck before I just started using it for my username on everything was in EverQuest, and it was a troll shaman, and I had this guy that I played with pretty frequently that hey, Josh Dog, thanks for the follow, my friend. Appreciate it. I'm here every night if you ever want to hang out some more. 50 mug bucks for you. What was I saying? Oh, so I've got this troll shaman named Mukluk. It's my first Mukluk character. And there was this guy... God, his username was like Super Saiyan or something dumb like that. And he, as a kind of a joke, he made an alt, like an alt character to play, and he made a troll shaman, and he named it Muglug as kind of a jab at me. And I was like, ah ha ha, that's funny. And he got it to like level 10 and then quit that character. It was whatever. And then he ended up like, hey, I'm gonna quit EverQuest to give my account to my brother. And I just want to let you know it's not me playing anymore. I was like, okay. So his brother takes the account. And I never talked to this guy. I don't know him. And he speed levels Muglug to max level and joins like the top rating guild on the server. And in like a few months becomes like the top known shaman on the server. And after that, people would see me and be like, oh, look at this guy, Muglug's got a fanboy. And they would accuse me of being his, like, you know, posse. And I was like, no, I made my character. And I was like 15 years old, so I was like super triggered by this. I was like, no, I made mine first. You ask him when his, type/played. My date was this, ask him his date. Mine was first. And they're like, okay, kiddo, calm down. I was just like, so triggered by that. I have a general role first character with default female. A dragoon? That reminds me of my my characters in Divinity Original Sin 1. I had a male healer and I had a female warrior just because I thought it was funny. So she was running around like a barbarian smashing heads and he was the frail guy in the back healing. And summoning. Can't forget the summons. Can never forget those summons. I think we just used our 6th mana potion in almost 3 hours. I do not have to use them often. Metal Strongbox. 92, 94, so some of these are still, ow! Some of these are still 4 levels higher than me. Who is this? Nomos Dread! We said the R like we are from Transylvania. Ah. Yo, his hit points! He's like pinned against the thing, not even fighting back, he was still taking that long to die. So much health. Oh, recipe. Seal of the Void. Alright, didn't have it. Now I got it. That's cool. She usually summarize her GPS for sure. Bro, that's all Greek to me. You know I haven't played that. I don't know about all that stuff. I think profession, I think blacksmithing. Oh, got a monstrosity here. We're in our no primal window. It's about to come back up. There we go. The poor crab is tanking. No, crab, don't die. Skeletal knives. Whoa. There's another one we missed. I can never remember. I know this dungeon. There's like stairs here, and it loops around, and there's another set of stairs. I'm trying to remember which one I need to go through first. I'm gonna step through these and then step back through once I figure out where they go. What? I would not like my Death Knight to become a wussy and wearing a toilet paper robe at any time, Legendary. But I thank you for the offer. But I get it. It's basically that you don't need alts. You just somehow amnesia your abilities and pick up other abilities. Alright, so I got the waypoint outside that door, so now I can go really far down in this dungeon and then just use the waypoint to get out. Maybe we don't die. Ancient Lectern. Forgotten Passage. 2 of 3. Tear down this wall. Mark of the Traveler. Pa! Whoa, ambush. I just wanted to read the book. Blueprint. Already learned that blueprint. Alright. Spin-off where you can just... No, I don't remember it. I told you, I haven't played any Final Fantasy games. You can't... When I feel like I don't understand that Final Fantasy game because I haven't played Final Fantasy games, you can't just reference a different Final Fantasy game. You piece of crap. It's like, what's the word convoluted mean? Well, you know, it's convoluted. No, you just said the same thing again to me, to my ears. I don't know. Oh, we got a boss. Chillheart the Frozen. Woo! Mythical Blazeguard Arbiter. Another, wow, 3 blueprints in like 3 rooms. That is sweet. Ah, ambush. Despite the fact that I'm just fighting these weak little skeletons, those little pentagram things they put on the floor, those things can kill me in like 5 hits if I just stand in them derping. So I have to watch out for those. Alright. I'm gonna clear out this little black splotch and then go down these stairs. Corpse dust. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, ghost ambush from the rear. Okay, we're looking for Lados Vegara and Ravenna Kerr, 2 more named undead that are in here. Aside from that, just enjoying this place and hacking our way all the way to the bottom and seeing how much XP we can get. Oh, there's Lados Vegara right there. Whoa, get out of the rune, get out of the rune. Ow. Dang it, friggin' little dinky priest just full healed the boss. There we go. Healer's dead. Suddenly it's dying. Amazing. Give me just a second. I think my family adjusted the thermostat in here. So like sweltering in this thing. Alright. Muckluck stripping for views! Woo! Clip it! Woo! Report him to Twitch. Someone's gonna clip together my, just me taking off my hoodie and then me doing the cleavage shake. Insta-ban! I love the audio when you're banging on the skeletal knights and they've got their shield up and it's just like, it sounds like someone's just beating on an aluminum sheet. I love how it sounds. Good audio can like completely change how you feel about combat in a game, I think. Like, I always hated using maces in World of Warcraft because it's when you swung with the two-hand mace, it sounded like you were punching styrofoam. On the flip side, in like EverQuest, when you swung a blunt weapon at like a skeleton, you heard like it sounded like bones crunching or breaking, and I was always like, "Whew, nice." Wait, what is this? Ooh, I almost didn't see you, Secret Area. How you doing? How you doing? Tomb Lodestone. Kill the priest first. I'm starting to get to areas where I can't just ignore the healers and barrel through them all. I have to actually pick them off. Hey, you are now revered with the Rovers. I can now buy their top stuff. Nice. Ectoplasm again. Alright, we're entering our no primal window. We'll have him back shortly. Wendigo, don't fail me now. Ooh. Wake me up before you Wendigo go. Birds have pierce and cold resistance powder. Yep. They sure do. I think my cold resist is okay. 80 over maximum. What the crap? My lightning is 90 over maximum. Man, I am ready to be a superconductor on a cold day. Steel. Alright, next level! Onward into the depths. Whoa. Monstrosity right away. Almost got, okay, Gargantuan's dead. Spicy. Oh, we're at a boss. Deal with all these ghost ambushes first if we can. Oh my gosh, that purple pool on the floor just popped all the pets. I was doing so good with moving them out of the pools, and then that last one I didn't see it in time and just instantly killed them all. Alright, what is this? That's not the one I just picked up. Where's the one I just picked up? Whoa! Mythical Visage of the Black Flame. Word of Pain. That's Inquisitor something? Wait, +3 to possession? That's a cultist. Flame. Albrecht's Ether Ray is Arcanist. Maybe Word of Pain is Arcanist? I don't know. Either way, that's not something I'll be needing in the near future. Hollowed Fang. Okay. We're off to craft a Hollowed Fang. Oh, we apparently got a quest to turn in here.
Well, the world is a little safer.
Woo! 91!
Now that we're...
So what brings you to my forge?
It's, Hollowed Fang. Okay.
Go on now.
See anything you like?
Just gonna do a couple of bags, not everything.
See you around.
Alright. Let's go turn this in. And boop. Chains of Oleron. Okie dokie. Ornate strongbox with 2 crafting mats in it. And the door takes us where? Near the other exit. But I already got the waypoint out there, so I can just hop over to that. That was the wrong one. I'm pretty sure that was the wrong one. Yep. Broken Hills? think it's Broken Hills. That's the one. Okay. Now we're off to see the wizard. Whoa, four named guys? 4 mini-bosses? I don't think I've ever seen just 4 at once just out in the wild. Get away from me. Fortunately, they're not super strong, but jeez. Or not super fast, I mean. They do hurt, but I'm just kiting them. Okay. We just got Mythical Orwell's Revolver. Lots of lightning stuff. And Spellstalker's Leg Wraps. Nope. Oh, yep, at 91 you start getting 1 point per level up. Too bad, so sad. I think at, was it 50 or 70, you start getting 2 instead of 3, and then at 90 you get 1 instead of 2. I think Steps of Torment is down here. I want to pick that quest up. Ow. Jesus. Oh, we got another group of like 3 named people. What the hell? I'm stunned! I am glad I had a lot of distance to kite, because jeez. These things want my body. Like, the pets were not able to taunt those off of me. Let's see, I got one more named right here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I've seen on another streamer them open this door. I don't know how to do it. I know there's like some area in there you can farm or something, and I didn't know it existed until very recently. I need to figure that out at some point. On my softcore character, I did the whole secret quest line. It never took me in there. Like, I've got the eyeball armor. So I guess it's a different secret quest. Polished emerald. I guess I'll Google Grim Dawn, the hidden path later dark and see what's going on. Alright, that I'll do later, because that involves actually doing the whole Steps of Torment mega dungeon. which I will do after I get the Witch's Quest to actually do it, so it'll be two birds, one stone type of thing. Lower crossing, stay on the right, cross the river, dynamite point, that will start the quest. Okay, I will, I'll look that up later, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Is there any ridiculous fights involved in that quest, like the other secret quest line with the John Bourbon boss or anything like that? Like, is it safe to try doing for the first time in hardcore mode? Mythical star? Don't need that. Lutra the Abandoned. This is our quest objective. Two crafting mats and a green. Gotcha, okay. I think on normal mode there's a devotion shrine right there. Searing Ember. There's Elsa. Freeze, Mr. Krabs. Wait, oh, I thought he died and there was no loot. I was like, what? But he just ran over there for some reason. Searing Ember, Searing Ember. Searing Ember. Lots of Searing Embers in this area. Bristly Fur, Dynamite. I feel like we should be near a waypoint. I haven't seen one in this big stretch of land. Unholy Inscription, I will double back for that. Polished Emerald. Silicis the Storm-Touched Electrified. Do they really even need to write electrified at that point? Blessed Steel, Scavenge Plate, and a green. Are we coming up? I think we might be coming up on that troll cave. Forgot about that. And then the waypoint's after the cave, if I'm right, or right at the beginning of it on the inside. I think it might be right inside. Yeah, there it is. Alright, excellent. Head back to town. That's the recipe we already had. Bonus to all pets, fire and lightning, no. Oof. That's not bad. 36 elemental resistance, 5 skill cooldown reduction, 22 chaos. This is literally all the stats on my current helmet, but it's got like 800 more armor. This actually might be worth keeping. That's why I still pick up greens, is sometimes you find a surprising one. Those two. No, no, no. I used to use the lower level version of that shoulder pad. Alright, move that. And that. And that. Let's see. No, no, no. Not even close. Mythical Virulent Maw. This is the offhand that adds insane amounts of vitality, poison, and decay damage. This is for people who really like dots. Wait, did I read that right? That gun has +4 to Storm Totem. Because when I think shamanic powers, I think rifles. Alright. I think everything else I need to do is at the bank. But oh, already known. Already known. And okay, all those are cleared up. I need to keep that. No, I need to sell that. Throw the purple in there. And I think we're back in tip-top form. Alright, and that's where I am going to pause. Alright, as always, thank you everyone for joining me. If you are new here, I stream every night from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time, always RPGs, currently heavily Grim Dawn. If you are interested in being notified when I go online, you can hit that follow button, it'll give you a notification. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free if you choose to do so. And just like every night, I'm going to raid someone else, so if you're willing, stick around another 60 seconds, we'll make somebody's night, and we'll transfer you over to another channel, Grim Dawn if I can find one, so you can continue watching Twitch. And with that said, I hope y'all have a good night, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.